follower. Look at this crew. I mean, dressed up, looking sharp. Kilby, how are you?
Doing well, Gary. How are you?
Good. And what's your name?
I'm Team-Marizete Browne.
I'm Kilby Browne.
And we are the Property Hats NYC Team.
Real estate agents from New York, Gary. How are you?
Very nice. I'm really well. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Really excited. Thanks for having us today.
Sure.
So we live in New Jersey. We do real estate in Manhattan. Been following you for a few years. Honestly, I think a few months ago you told us to stop following you and just do it. I think that was your message for a while. So I did stop following you, but I'm back in. And I guess my question is, we've been doing this about 3 years. I left a W-2 paying job, making 6 figures. I haven't quite made it where I needed to be yet on real estate. Now we're shut out. We can't meet clients, can't do open houses, can't cold call, can't do anything. So I need a reset. And I'm going to use this time, amongst many things, to do a reset in my business. So what are your ideas as a real estate, for real estate agents? We are marketing into hats. We do hats on beds, hats on our videos, that sort of thing. Hats all over Manhattan.
I love it.
I'm active on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram. I started TikTok. I have Facebook, all sorts of stuff. So what are your thoughts now?
Let me throw some random things at you. Number one, have you considered starting a Facebook group for tri-state? I would call it the tri-state real estate group, where real estate agents, real estate brokers, just a community. One of the biggest things I believe in is throw the party.
I have 2 groups right now.
Tell me about
that. Manhattan groups. I can change the tri-state.
It's less about that. How active are you in there, and who are you letting in there?
One we just started like 2 weeks ago. That was really just potential clients. The second one we took over from a guy who's helping us. That's open to agents. That's open to everyone, I believe.
I think intent really matters, Kilby. So what I'm trying to do is get you to be the Pied Piper, the Gatsby, the person that throws the party. Mm-hmm. And even if people in there are doing more real estate transactions, and there may be times where you look at each other and said, why do we listen to Gary? There's these other real estate agents that are part of these groups that are also taking the business from the people that are in this group that have potential clients. I still believe that in the macro, being the person that has the #1 tri-state real estate group as the host or hostess will turn out to be ROI beneficial in a 2-3 year period. What that requires is the intent of you when you have that group is for you to actually be a host, not you threw them all there just to sell them a property. That's a very different mentality. It leads to very different words and very different thoughts coming out of your mouth. So one of the things that I think my sister's a real estate agent in New Jersey, so I've got closer to it. One of the biggest mistakes that I think real estate agents make is they don't market, they don't bring value, they are salespeople. Right? And so to me, every time since I spoke at the first Inman Connect in like 2010, my first Inman Connect in 2010 or 11, I kept saying, be the mayor of your town, be the newspaper of your town. What I would do if I were you right now is I would think about all the businesses that are struggling in Manhattan as well. I would probably reach out on Twitter and Instagram and DM and on LinkedIn and DM restaurant and other owners in Manhattan and interview them how they're getting through the storm, and then post these interviews on Facebook. Because in Manhattan, what may happen is you may interview the one chef who cries during the interview, who's a famous New York chef. That's the interview that gets picked up by ABC News. It's the interview that gets 1 million views on Facebook. Even with your incredibly intriguing, quirky style, you'll be memorable. I think it's about content. It's about content. I've been consistent about this, Kilby, as you know, but the reality is it's the intent behind the content. I want you to be thinking that you're CNN, that you're the New York Post, that you're Bloomberg. You need to be thinking about, how do I bring value to this restaurant owner? And even though, and the reality is a lot of people are sitting home and willing to do interviews right now. You'll be able to make some friendships, but you have to convert. And I believe every real estate agent she and he will achieve their best when they convert into being a news organization, not a salesman. I really believe that. And so I believe, like, you know, I believe that people need to interview their principals, their superintendents, their the owners of the businesses that have been there a long time. I think this advice works even better for people in smaller towns than Manhattan. But I still know it works in Manhattan. And on the flip side, there's no small town interview that's going to get national coverage. But if you get the right chef or the right barber with the right thing, and your tiny little audience on Facebook, and you post it, and starts with 13 views. The way Facebook and YouTube work is you can wake up and it has 1 million views. I think you should quadruple down on interviews and stories. I think, you know, I've said it a bunch the last couple of days. I'm sure maybe you've picked up on this. I think the two of you need to tell the story of, if you made 5 different videos on why you quit a 6-figure job, W-2, like, and when I hear hasn't gotten there yet, there's a lot of power in your stories, Kilby. You can help a lot of people, and you can get people emotionally attached to your story. I think you need to go into story time and newscaster time. That's what I would do.
And it doesn't matter whether all platforms, it just matter
all platforms.
All platforms.
Post them everywhere, right? Like, you know, I'm doing this with Tea with Gary Vee. The videos are about to, you know, this little clip will show up on Instagram, will show up on LinkedIn, will show up on Facebook, will show up on Twitter. All produce the video and then distribute it in all different platforms. And the only difference is you might title it a little different. You might add some words that are a little different. Obviously, a LinkedIn crowd is a little different than a TikTok crowd. You might write copy that associates the video a little bit different, but distribute everywhere. You never want to not give yourself a chance to be discovered.
Okay. One question I got, besides outside the hats, we also like to dance. So I also teach Brazilian dance. We dance swing. So we also use dance.
TikTok. TikTok's a huge opportunity for you.
Okay, so just make video dancing, make videos.
If you two made TikTok, if you two did the trending dance every day on TikTok, I guarantee somewhere in the next year, one of those will go viral, and that may lead to somebody who lives in Brooklyn, in Bushwick, clicking on your profile, seeing that you do real estate, and then emailing you because they're moving into the city. That's how it actually works. That is how it works.
So keep the hats, keep the dance, keep the energy.
Of course, keep the hats and dance because you guys like that.
Exactly.
What are we doing here, right? You know, obviously we want to reach our financial goals for our stability and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, how you make your money is more important than how much you make. And the hats and the dancing is part of your 2 souls.
Exactly. Thank you. Great
job. More content. What were you going to say, Kilby?
I would say great. Thank you very much. Great job yesterday also with your father. Really nice.
Thank you very much.
I wanted to drink wine in the middle of the afternoon too. I waited a little bit, but it was really great. Really great to see you with your father.
Kilby, you better sign up for Wine Text. My dad needs it. It's a great service if you buy wine. It's crazy good.
Okay, I will. Thank you, Gary.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.
Bye.
It's a good feed for everybody. If you buy wine on the internet, Wine Text.